Good morning. It is Saturday, June 28th, and as you can see by the title, finally, the whole family is in one place. We've had kids going to camps and practices and all that, and finally, it's just nice to have everyone home. We picked up our daughter from this long camp over, it was about a week-long camp, and she's home now, thank goodness. And then I took my son over to the school to do his daily his cross country thing. They even go on Saturdays, and come to find out that there is now what they call a moratorium from now until it's like July 7th or 8th or something, that we are not taking him to practice because coaches are off, everyone's off. It's like a statewide thing. Nobody practices during that time. Maybe just because it's so stinking hot out too, but they want to just sort of like, okay, last year is over, this year just starts, right? And so like kids are allowed to meet personally together to run and all that, but it's nice to have him home, and then just all of our kids and my wife and I were just talking yesterday how is it that we have so many things going on. It's supposed to be a break, right? We haven't gone on vacation anywhere. Yesterday we did so many things and yet we did so little, It's like I didn't have to go to work, sure, but between my live stream in the morning and going to bed, we did oh my gosh, we did so many things. It was just crazy. Anyway, let's dive in. Let's find some peace and solace in these connections puzzles from the very, very busy summer. I wonder if they're going to be a little more challenging this morning because it's Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So in the connections puzzle, creating 4 groups of 4 related words. I see boot, ball, score, points. Boot, ball, score, points. Singer, host, drove, stick, toe, diesel or diesel. Some people say diesel. Load, bell, bone, ticket, watt, like a unit of measurement, watt, and a frisbee. Okay. So, maybe sports accessories, right? There's a ball, there's a stick, there's a frisbee, and there's points. I don't know if that lines up. We can try it. No, it's one away though. Okay. Bell? I don't know. Whatever this is, it's one away. Ball? Maybe points doesn't belong because these are like equipment. Hey, good morning, John Marco. Bell, singer. So on one of those TV talent shows, there's a singer, there's a host, there's a bell if they want you to leave. Bone. I'm not seeing how these are going together. Diesel fuel. Diesel was named after a guy named Diesel. Watt was named after a guy named Watt. Inventions named after their owner or their inventor. Frisbee. I don't know. That was one of the ones that was one away, so I don't think that belongs to it. Boot. So drove could be a noun. They came out in droves. Loads of people. Hosts of people. Scores of people. Yeah, the singular of like, yeah, great many. Droves, hosts. Yeah. Okay. Good. We got one. I really think I'm onto something with the naming thing, right? Diesel was named after a guy's last name, Diesel. Watt is the unit of measurement. Aren't these the ones that we guessed before? Ball, stick, points. And then I said Frisbee, but oh, you know what? Actually, maybe Frisbee is one of those last name things. And a Singer sewing machine? Oh, that's one away too. Oh, jeez. Okay, so maybe Bell, right? Alexander Graham Bell. He didn't invent the bell, though. Crap, that's one away, too. I only have one more guess. All right, I'm thinking maybe it's not Frisbee. Maybe it's Singer. Sure, a hint. Am I onto something? Am I up in the night, or is this correct? I don't want to waste my last guess here. Saturday puzzles tend to be a little more. Not yet? What do you mean not yet? I've already guessed all of my guesses. I feel like this is correct because Frisbee was not part of it. Do you think this one's correct? It's last names of inventors. Here. Industrial Revolution inventors. Okay. And it's purple. Okay. So. Oh, I could see that. Throw a ball for a dog, a frisbee, a stick, and a bone. Okay, things that a dog can fetch. I have all of those things for my dog, this foster dog, they're all in the backyard, scattered throughout. A ball, a bone, a frisbee, and a stick. He loves chewing on sticks. Okay, toe, ticket, boot, and points. Are these like rugby terms or something? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Possible results of a traffic violation. Like a parking violation or something. Hey, Vicente. Tudo bem? Como está você? I love seeing my people. Hey, legal demais. Yeah, okay, so connections puzzle. Love it. Great many. Droves, host, load, and score. Bang, bang, bang. That's fun. The purple category is Industrial Revolution inventors, Bell, Diesel, Singer, and Watt. I knew I was onto something there. The yellow category was things a dog can fetch. A bone, a ball, a frisbee, and a stick. Possible results of a traffic violation. You might get a boot on your car, on your tire, so you can't drive. You might get points on your record. Okay. You might get a ticket for sure. And then your car might get towed. I like it. Okay. Difficulty doesn't depend on the day. I beg to differ. I think it does. Okay. All right. Detachable parts of a dress form. Detachable parts of a dress form? What do you mean, dress form? This is a big puzzle today. Look at that thing. Dress form. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Catering container containing caffeine. Well, that would be like a coffee urn. Or a... what do you call that? Why am I not thinking of words right now? Climbing structure offered in pet stores. What do you call that? Like a cat tower. Climbing structure offered in pet stores. Cat. I don't know. Gets in town. Hey, morning, Lightbow. I am just trying to figure things out on this mini crossword today. It's awfully tricky. Gets in town. Maybe flies in. That's long enough to fit. I don't know if it's correct. Frederick Chopin or Ray Charles. Oh, those are pianists. And because it's or, it's not singular, or it's singular, not plural. They don't hold water. Like a funnel. Funnel would fit there. Or sieve. How do you spell sieve? Sieves? Is that how you spell a sieve? Oh, now I'm being put on the spot here. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Blank jerk reaction. That was a knee-jerk reaction. With some chance of failure. With some chance of failure. Something risk. So maybe this is not correct. Something risk. With some chance of failure. Maybe low risk. Prepare for a new job. Okay, maybe I did... I might have pronounced this wrong. Or spelled it wrong. Sieve. Is it E-I or I-E? I before E, I never believed the I before E rhyme. Prepare for a new job. It's something train. It's got to be something train. Okay, because going this way, midday Broadway showing is a matinee. Yeah, I think it's I before E in that case. Goal of a noted reality show set on an island. Oh, yeah, of course. Survive. If you're going to go to Survivor, you want to survive. Witherspoon, who played June Carter in Walk the Line. That's Reese Witherspoon with an S. Lodgings for larks. Probably nests. Souvenir from a baseball game. Oh, you might buy a cap. Okay, so then this is not correct because here, A cat tree. A cat tree. Oh, and then this one got filled in too. Gets in town. Arrives. Nice. Okay. Detachable parts of a dress form. Still don't know what you mean. Catering container containing caffeine. Is that a tea urn? I usually think of it as like a coffee urn, but okay. How about this one? With some chance of failure. Maybe tea is not correct. You're saying tea urn? Yeah, okay, tea urn. But then what the heck's going on here? With some chance of failure. Oh, at a risk. And arms. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Detachable parts of a dress form. Arms. You can detach the arms off of a dress. You're a coffee person, not a tea person. Some people live and die by how much caffeine they've had in the morning. Let's see. Catering container containing caffeine. That was an alliteration. Tea urn. Climbing structure offered in pet stores. Cat tree. Gets in town. Arrives. Frédéric Chopin or Ray Charles. Both are pianists. They don't hold water. Sieves. Yeah, like a filter that lets liquid through. You're a milk person, not a caffeine. Caffeine makes you sleepy. That's funny. I really don't know how many of those detachable arm dresses they still sell these days. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty niche. Pretty niche. Water is my energy drink. I think if I had like a daily routine of that would just become an addiction. I'd like rely on it. Knee-jerk reaction. One down was with some chance of failure. At a risk. Yeah, 3 words. At a risk. And your stimulant dependency. Yeah. At a risk. Prepare for a new job. Retrain. Yeah, if you got to kind of start over with a new person. Retrain. Midday Broadway showing is a matinee. Goal of a noted reality show set on an island. Survive. Yeah, for Survivor. Reese Witherspoon, who portrayed June Carter in Walk the Line. Lodging for larks. Nests. Souvenir from a baseball game. You might go to the concession stand, get a cap. Nice. Okay, and I know you guys are harping on me to play the hard mode Wordle, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not in a place that I can dedicate a lot of time for like Wordle Unlimited or any of those niche puzzles. So we're just gonna keep playing what we play. We're gonna play the Wordle. And feel free to talk amongst yourselves with the Wordle, but you guys know I tend to bow out of the chat just for to put the horse blinders on, Okie doke. What do we start with? How about blare? Something's too loud, it's blaring. No help at all. Okay, what about... Whoops. Point. That's a non-intersecting word. Okay, there's a P and there's a T, but they're in the wrong places. That's okay. Can I come up with a third? Actually, I can. Musky. There's a word, musky. Really? Okay. Okay, settle down. We got all 5 letters. So the M doesn't go there. The U doesn't go there. There's only one vowel. That's strange. So if it's like blank blank, U blank blank, that means it would be consonant consonant, U consonant consonant, right? So, oh, wait a second. Okay, I was trying to think of like letters that go together, and I think I have one. Stump, right? The S can go there, the T can go there, the M can go there, the P can go there. Really, what I was thinking is if the consonant or the vowel is in the middle, if it's like consonant consonant and then consonant consonant, what two consonants can go together? I wonder. It is. Okay, awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. Joke, do you know that Reese, actress that got oofed by a knife? No, I don't. Stump. Stump is a nice word. Look at this. We got our max streak going here. 138 days. We are cooking. Look at that. Okay, and we got it in 4 today. So Blair was no help. And then I tried a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those first 5. And I tried point. Reese Wither knife, not Reese Wither spoon. You're funny. Let's see. Point gave us the P and the T. And then I tried a third non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those. That's a pretty funny one, Gianmarco. I like that. That was musky. Musky. There are a couple words that are also names that I don't like using. Musky was actually really helpful, even though that has kind of a weird connotation nowadays without the Y. And then occasionally I'll play as a non-intersecting word. I'll play Trump occasionally too, but I don't know. That's weird. But by those 3 non-intersecting words, my chat is having a joke, a joke-a-thon, joke contest. By those 3 words, we got all 5 letters. Mixing them around, I thought maybe consonant consonant on each side of a U in the middle, and it was stump. And while my chat continues to have their their joke battle, you guys are funny. Okay, and I need to move this so I can see. I overshot it. There we go. Okay. Awesome. So if you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search, right? We're trying to put words, find words out of this puzzle here, except they don't give you the words. We have to go find the words, whatever they are, and they snake around. They don't just go up and down, left and right, diagonal. And they're all based on a theme, some central theme, and there are only 6 words to find, which means these are probably big words. These are probably big words. So things that are not included, maybe, like batteries not included. Oh, actually, though, hold on. I do see battery. B-A-T-T-E-R-I-E-S. Batteries not included. Okay, I thought that was it. Did I spell it wrong? Batteries. Okay, I thought for sure that would be it. I'm trying to think of a tree pun, but I'm stumped. Good one. Squid. Okay, blank not included. These are probably big words too, because there's only 6 words. One of them is the spangram. I do see the word batteries. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Required. Batteries required. Got it. Yep. Batteries did stump me. Boom. Got stumped by batteries. Why do robots like pancakes? I don't know. Tell me. Because pancakes are battery. Ha ha ha. Okay, these are things that need batteries. When you buy it, it needs some batteries. Just toys? Okay, fine, just toys. I got a bunch of jokesters in the chat, huh? Let's see. What would not come with batteries, but you need batteries? How about a remote? Okay. Remote. Flashlight. Okay, we got 4 of the 6, so there are 2 that we still need. So this probably starts with a CL, whatever it is. Oh, a clock. Okay. What is this word? What is this word? It requires batteries. We too need batteries. Oh yeah, I guess so. A camera would need batteries. Usually a camera comes with its own battery system though. It comes with a charger. I don't know about that one. That one didn't speak to me. I didn't even consider a camera because your camera comes with a battery unit, right? You pop the battery in and slide it out to charge it. I don't know about that one. That's a stretch. Battery's not included. Often the battery is included. I've purchased, probably 100 cameras between myself and the school. I've, opened up and taken apart and fixed lots of batteries and lots of cameras, and it has always come with a battery. So I don't know about that one. The camera. All right, batteries required. Definitely batteries required. Yeah, you need a battery to operate it, but is it included? Usually it's included. So, I don't know about that one. So, toys, you might need to buy batteries to make it work. A camera, yeah, okay. Usually it comes with its own battery system, though. A clock. This is coming from a photography teacher and a photographer. So, I don't know about that one. Clock, right? You might need a battery for that. Definitely. A flashlight, right? And remote. Actually, more and more, though, flashlights are an internal battery. They get those super, super bright, like headlight batteries. Or those headlight flashlights that probably have an internal battery system. And a remote. Yeah. Buy a brand new remote, you're going to need batteries for it. For your TV or your whatever, your Roku, Apple TV. Okay. And we'll play Letterboxd. Let's see how we're doing with Letterboxd. Try to solve in 6 words. 6 words. We've got an E, O, and K, a U, A, and R, B, C, and L, J, P, and M. And if you've never played Letterboxd before, we're trying to span across this box to make words. We can't use 2 letters consecutively, one after the other, off the same side. So, like, I couldn't say people because P-E-O, E-O is on the same side. Croc. I mean, it's a word, but it double uses the C. That's okay. That's all right. And then we end on a K. I think that's the part that I'm not happy about. Don't want to end. You didn't like this one? Oh, no, I'm in for it. If John Marco didn't like it, then I'm definitely not going to like it. There is a J in this puzzle. We got to get rid of the J somehow. I can almost spell your name. If there was an N, we could say John Marco. What? No way. That's a killer word. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Yeah. Okay, except I'm ending on a K, and I don't like ending on a K. So could we do something that ends with an L, and then we play lumberjack? You know what I mean? P-O. How about this? O-P-A-L. Opal. And then lumberjack. Holy smokes, what a word. What a word. You're both thinking it? Holy cow. Oh, Lipo thought it first. Look at that. Lipo and Callie both had a killer word in mind. Lumberjack. My goodness. That's a great word. That is a really good one. Okay, yesterday's puzzle was solved with glitched and damper. Glitched and damper. I said matched. Remember we were saying matched? Okay. That's pretty cool. Awesome. All right. And as per usual, I'm going to take a screenshot of that because we did it in 2. That's pretty cool. Opal. Right? And then the L led to that great word that both Lipo and Callie came up with. Lumberjack. That's a great one. I don't like ending on a K, right? And so I said, all right, what if we had a word that started, before that, like opal. That did double use the A, and that's totally fine. The optimized answer doubles letters sometimes, but that's pretty cool. That is cool. That's a stellar word, lumberjack. In fact, lumberjack, I might have some pancakes this morning to celebrate this lumberjack. Every time I think of the word lumberjack, I think of pancakes. That's probably marketing. All right. Well, good. Let's recap. By the way, if you're just joining us, if you like what you see, give it a like. Consider subscribing. We do this every day, so you'll get to see me in your feed. And then you click on it, and you get to watch, and you get to hear goofy jokes from these guys. I liked the battery one. That was funny. Pancakes, robots and pancakes, battery. All right. Green was great many. They came out in droves, a host of people, loads of people, and a score. Actually, a score has a set number to it. A score, right? 4 score. He was talking about a certain date. Fourscore and 7 years ago. The score is 20. I know that. Let's see. Connections for the purple category was Bell, Diesel, Singer, and Watt. Those are the last names of Industrial Revolution inventors. I also thought Frisbee, but that was created in the 80s, I think. Love this one. Thanks for the pick me up on this one. Things a dog can fetch: a ball, a bone, a frisbee, a stick. Yeah. And that should have, as usual, the thing that should have been blaringly obvious was not very obvious to me. Possible results of a traffic violation: you might get a boot on your car, you might get points on your record, you might get a ticket in the mail or right in person, or your car might get towed. In fact, you almost lost connections, and Callie definitely saying, not yet, not yet. I had my finger on the trigger. I was just, waiting for your approval. With that purple one. I did know which ones did I have. I had Diesel and Singer and Watt, and it said it was one away because I also had Frisbee attached. I thought it was just like inventors and their last name was in it, but I don't think Frisbee was their last name. I think it was just like a pie tin, and then they were like, oh yeah, Frisbee that. So it became a household name and trademarked and all that. But Bell, of course, Alexander Graham Bell. Yeah. Cool. That's a good one. Okay, the mini today. Detachable parts from a dress form. The arms. You don't see those detachable arms very often anymore, but I guess it's a thing. Catering container containing caffeine. A tea urn. Yeah. I mean, that's one way that people get their coffee or their caffeine is a tea urn. Probably the majority of them are going to get it from a coffee urn, I bet. Me, I just get vitamin D and serotonin from the sun. I don't know. I photosynthesize. I don't want a dependency of any kind, so I'm off of those. Climbing structure offered in pet stores: a cat tree. I was thinking cat tower, but yeah, cat tree is way better. Gets in town, arrives. Frédéric Chopin or Ray Charles, they were pianists. They don't hold water, a sieve. I think it's sieve. Most people say sieve. A knee-jerk reaction. All right, one down. With some chance of failure, at a risk. We do that at a risk. You go to the casino to gamble at a risk, at a high risk, actually. Literally just had 12 ounces a cup of latte with 4 espresso shots. My goodness. You are jacked. You're wired right now. Lipo is plugged into the power grid right now. Yeah, see, the other thing, this is awkward, but the other thing that I can't get past with coffee is that, within an hour or two, you're in the bathroom too. Like, yeah, you're probably buzzing. You're probably lit up right now. Like a Christmas tree. I can't get over the just like inevitable consequence of drinking coffee, which is, yep, that's going to go right through you. I don't know about that. Prepare for a new job, right? You're going to retrain, rehire, retrain. It helps your bathroom habits. Okay, well, if you're feeling blocked up, then maybe you need some coffee. Maybe that's the silver lining. If you have a big business meeting or something, maybe skip it so you don't have to embarrass yourself in front of all your business colleagues or something. Midday Broadway showing, that's a matinee. Goal of a notable reality TV show set on an island: survive. We want to survive. Reese Witherspoon, who portrayed June Carter in Walk the Line. Lodgings for larks, nests, and then a souvenir from a baseball game, cap. Or if you're lucky, you walk away with the game ball. That would be exciting. All right, and then the Wordle, right? I started with the word Blair, which was no help at all. And then a non-intersecting word there was point. That gave me the P and the T. And then musky, which gave me the M, the U, and the S. And I thought, all right, if it's one of those classic words where like it's consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, how do I mess these up? How do I mix these around so that it's two consonants that go well nicely together? And so I tried ST and then MP for stump. Stump, and that worked great. Okay, and then the Strands puzzle today. The theme was not included, right? Batteries not included. And I saw the word batteries, and I'm like, what the heck? Where's batteries? It's right there. Okay, well, batteries not included. It must be batteries required. There it is, batteries required. Here are some things where you need batteries, and I guess for the theme, things that might not be included with batteries, and they don't come with batteries. The only one I disagree with there is maybe camera, because when you buy a camera, often, unless it's a battery, like a camera that comes with batteries, right, or like it takes like AA or AAA batteries. Usually when you buy, a Canon, Nikon, something, it's going to come with its own battery packs and a charger, not eating through AA batteries. But some do. Maybe that's, maybe that's why it's here. But the majority, I think, come with their own kind of battery pack system. Batteries not included in toys. Maybe a clock. You have to buy batteries for a clock. You have to buy batteries for a flashlight or a remote. Nice. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. And then Letterbox today, we did in 2, thanks to you guys. Lightbow officially said it first, and then Callie soon thereafter said it. So I'm going to give credit to both of you because it was basically one right after the other. Lumberjack, and then instead of ending with a K, I thought, okay, what if we put it at the beginning? I needed the O and the P, so I said opal and lumberjack. That's cool. John Marco, you guys know John Marco can see the future. He's in future time zones, so he has access to these. He says tomorrow's puzzle is super not funny, or is it? Well, we'll get to see what that means. Thanks to you guys. Thanks for a great chat. Thanks for all the cheesy jokes. Yeah, I look forward to being with you guys to do this. This is fun. It's just we're doing it for fun. Big day ahead of us. Like I said, we have all of our kids together again finally. There's no camps right now. We're in this lull between a couple of camps. On Monday, actually, I do send off 2 of my kids to a camp. So if I'm late, it's because I had to drop them off super, super early. I forget what time the drop-off is. I'll check. But, yeah. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for a fun chat. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.